University Challenge. Asking the questions, Jeremy Paxman.
Hello. Like golden tickets in random bars of chocolate, one by one, the places in the next stage of the competition are being claimed. 4 have already gone, with a 5th due to go to tonight's winners, all of whom will find themselves in the quarter-finals, a land every bit as challenging as anything in the imagination of Roald Dahl. Now, St John's College, Cambridge, had an easy time of it in round 1, beating a specialist institution, the Royal Academy of Music, by 220 points to 50. Moths and mythological deities were among the strong points, as were those towering giants of the fictional universe, Squirrel Nutkin and Mrs Tiggywinkle. With an average age of 21, let's meet the St John's team again.
Hi, I'm Rebecca. I'm from the Peak District and I'm studying biology.
Hi, I'm Milena. I'm from Krakow in Poland and I'm studying biological natural sciences.
This is their captain.
Hi, I'm Tom. I'm from Shotsham in Norfolk. I've just graduated from an undergraduate degree in history and I'm about to start an MPhil in world history.
Hi, I'm Sam. I'm from London and I've recently completed a Masters in History.
Now, the team from Balliol College, Oxford, had a much closer match against Clare College, Cambridge, in their first round appearance, with both of them pretty much neck and neck until the final moments, when Balliol pulled away to be on 150 points at the gong to Clare's 135. With an average age of 26, and on this occasion playing their reserve, let's meet the Balliol team again.
G'day, I'm Ben. I'm from sunny Perth, Western Australia, and I recently completed a master's degree in law.
Hi, I'm Selene. I'm originally from Bath and I'm studying classics.
Their captain.
Hello, I'm Michael from Blackheath in London. I've just finished a degree in philosophy and politics and am about to start a graduate degree in philosophy, also at Balliol.
Hello, I'm Lily from Leamington Spa in Warwickshire and I'm reading for a DPhil in history.
OK, well, let's just get on with it. Fingers on buzzers, please. Here's your first starter for 10. What name links the fence after the canal turn on the Grand National course, the title character of a 1986 play by Willie Russell, one of the 2 gentlemen of Verona, and a Roman saint whose feast day falls in the middle of February?
Balliol O'Connor.
Valentine.
Valentine is correct. Right, your bonuses are on histories of the world. Which explorer and adventurer wrote the history of the world while imprisoned in the Tower of London? He was executed in 1618.
So Walter Raleigh.
Walter
Raleigh.
Yep.
OK, should we go for that? So Walter Raleigh.
Correct. An Unfinished History of the World is a 1979 work by which academic, also noted for histories of the Spanish Civil War and the Atlantic slave trade?
Michael, do you know this?
Hugh Thomas. Raymond Carr.
I'm leaving this to you.
Should I go for Hugh Thomas? Hugh Thomas.
Hugh Thomas is correct. In the early 1920s, which prolific author published The Outline of History and A Short History of the World?
Is this Jude? No. What was the year?
Early
Early
1920s.
1920s. Do you know any big historians from then?
Tawney.
Prolific writer.
Tawney.
No, it was H.G. Wells. 10 points for this. Which composer is the subject of a sculpture by Max Klinger and a frieze by Gustav Klimt?
Balliol O'Connor.
Beethoven.
Correct. Well done. Your bonuses are on shorter words that can be made using any of the 8 letters of the word sluggard. In each case, give the word from the description. Firstly, a plural noun that appears twice with exclamation marks in the title of a novel about the Ankh-Morpork City Watch.
It's guards.
Guards, yes. Guards.
Is correct, yes. Secondly, a Scottish form of a common adjective that appears in a nickname of the city of Edinburgh. In a historical context, it may precede the word alliance.
Old.
Oh, yep. Old.
Old is correct, yes. An acronym denoting a forced labour camp, often for political prisoners. It appears in the title of a 3-volume work by Alexander Solzhenitsyn.
Gulag?
Gulag, yeah.
Gulag? Gulag.
Gulag is correct. 10 points for this. I need the name of a branch of physics here. In A Brief History of Time, Stephen Hawking outlines the psychological and cosmological arrows of time. What third arrow does he describe as the direction of time in which disorder or entropy increases?
Balliol O'Connor.
Thermodynamic?
Thermodynamic is correct. These bonuses are on thought experiments in physics. In each case, name the scientist who gives their name to the following. Firstly, after a physicist born in 1831, a hypothetical demon that can apparently violate the second law of thermodynamics and enable perpetual motion.
Maxwell. Maxwell.
Correct. Secondly, a paradox in quantum mechanics involving 2 observers. One is the so-called friend of the eponymous scientist, and it investigates the timing of wave function collapse in the Copenhagen interpretation.
I don't know this one.
Schrödinger.
It's not Schrödinger.
it's not
Einstein.
Was it maybe Bohr?
Bohr.
Try Bohr.
Yeah.
Is there a Bohr paradox? Okay, Bohr.
No, it's the Wigner friend, Eugene Wigner. And finally, a ship that originated as a thought experiment later carried out in reality to demonstrate the classical principle of relativity.
We need to name the paradox or the person.
Wait,
The person.
is it Theseus?
It's the ship of Theseus.
Sure.
Yeah.
Okay, Theseus.
No, it's Galileo. 10 points for this. The Great Living Chola Temples is a UNESCO World Heritage Site in which Indian state? Said to represent...
St John's Musgrove.
Tamil Nadu.
Tamil Nadu is correct, yes. These bonuses are on French painters. In 1894, the art critic Gustave Geffroy identified the 3 grandes dames of Impressionism as Marie Bracquemont, Mary Cassatt, and which other artist?
Anybody got any idea here?
Is it a woman?
Yeah, I think so.
Do we know her name? Sam, you?
I don't have any idea.
We don't know.
Pass.
No, sorry, I don't think we know this one.
It's Berthe Morisot. Morisot is said to have persuaded Manet to experiment with paintings executed outside the confines of a studio. What 2-word French term denotes that practice?
I would say it's en plein air. So that's 3 words.
Plein air.
What's that?
Plein air.
I'm just going to nominate Malharek.
Plein air.
Plein air is correct. Morisot is believed to have been related to which painter and printmaker? His works in the Rococo style include the swing in the Wallace collection.
It's Fragonard.
Fragonard.
Fragonard is correct, yes. Right, we're going to take a picture round now. For your picture starter, you're going to see the titles of 3 works of classical music, all by the same composer, and all in his original language. For 10 points, please name the composer.
St John's Marrow.
Shostakovich.
No? Anyone want to buzz from Balliol?
Balliol O'Connor.
Rimsky-Korsakov.
It is. It's the Snow Maiden, Sagpur and Scheherazade. Right, we follow on from those works by Rimsky-Korsakov, all of which have been turned into ballets, with picture bonuses being the titles in Russian of 3 more Russian ballets. This time I want the usual English title of each. You'll be given the composer's name to help you. Firstly...
Oh, this is Tchaikovsky, presumably Petter.
Yeah, Tchaikovsky.
So is Swan Lake, do you think? Or how's your Russian?
Should we go for Swan Lake?
Do you know any Tchaikovsky? Others is
Yeah, no, Krasov, that's... I think Krasivo is beautiful. Sleeping Beauty.
It is Sleeping Beauty, yes.
Good Russian.
Secondly...
Prokofiev. Is this Firebird?
No, that's
No, not Prokofiev,
Stravinsky.
that's Stravinsky. What did Prokofiev? Romeo and Juliet.
Zolushka? Something?
Like Doll. Oh, is Capellia by Prokofiev?
No, I don't think it
I'm just
is.
going to name some ballets. Giselle. This is sounds awful.
Little something.
Yeah. Try Little Sun.
Nominate Schofield.
Little Sun?
No, it's Cinderella.
Oh.
And finally...
This is Stravinsky, so maybe Firebird.
Żar Ptica. Yeah, that. The Firebird.
Correct. Well done. 10 points for this. Quote, I am a novelist, painter, sculptor, philosopher, draftsman, critic, politician, journalist, essayist, pamphleteer, all rolled into one. Who wrote those words in his 1937 autobiography, Blasting and Bombardiering? He was a co-founder of the Vorticist movement.
Balliol O'Connor.
Wyndham Lewis.
Correct. You might have added modest, I think. 3 questions on the standard London version of the board game Monopoly. Starting at go and rolling 2 dice, the most probable opening move, having probability 1/6, is a move of 7, landing on which non-property square?
Never played like normal Monopoly.
I've never played.
Chance. Should we go for chance?
Yeah.
Sure.
Chance.
Chance is correct. As a fraction in its lowest terms, what is the probability of moving directly to the electric company by rolling a total of 12 on the first throw?
I think it's 1 in 36.
36, yeah.
1 in 36.
Correct. Also as a fraction in its lowest terms, what is the probability of rolling a total of 4 on the first throw, resulting in an immediate income tax charge of £200?
That's 3 out of 36. Which
So what's that,
is
1 in
1
12?
in 12.
1 in 12.
Correct. 10 points for this. Dominant in the Mesozoic era and now found more frequently in colder and drier regions, what group of plants have
St John's
exposed...
Malhaddock.
Gymnosperms, conifers.
Gymnosperms is correct. I'm going to accept that. Right, you get the set of bonuses on the Electoral College of the United States. In each case, name the state from the description. Firstly, carrying 29 votes, a southeastern state that voted in 2012 for Barack Obama and in 2016 for Donald Trump.
Is it Florida?
Southeastern, so yeah. Florida.
Florida is correct. Carrying 5 votes, a Midwestern state that split its votes by congressional district. Since 1968, it has voted almost entirely for Republican presidents.
Nebraska.
Nebraska is correct. Finally, carrying 55 votes, a Western state that has voted for every Democratic candidate since 1992.
California.
Correct. 10 points for this. Answer in English, French or Latin. Especially associated with aestheticism, what short formulation expresses the idea that art needs no justification?
St John's Musgrove.
Art for art's sake.
Art for art's sake is correct, yes. Your bonuses are on medieval history. Born in Valenciennes in around 1337, which French writer is best known for his chronicles that document earlier events of the 100 Years' War?
You know this one, Sam?
I don't know. Do you?
Anybody? 100 Years' War.
The only French is Chrétien de Troyes, but he was a troubadour.
Well, what the hell? Let's say that.
Okay.
Nominate Mel Herrick.
Chrétien de Troyes?
No, it wasn't Chrétien de Troyes, it was Jean Froissart. About which battle of June 1340 did Froissart write, sea battles are always more terrible than those on land, for those engaged can neither retreat nor run away?
I think there was a sea battle near Boulogne, I think.
Should we go for that then?
Yeah, Boulogne.
No, it's the Battle of Sluis. Later in the work, Froissart describes the capture of the French King John II at which battle fought in west-central France?
Wasn't it Poitiers?
I think it might be, yeah. Is it Poitiers?
It is Poitiers, yes. 10 points for this. Born in Warsaw in 1882, which mathematician gives his name to fractals, including the carpet, the
St John's Musgrove.
Sierpinski.
Sierpinski is correct. You get 3 questions on the Church of the Nativity in Bethlehem. Which saint instigated the building of the original church at the reputed site of Christ's birth? She was the mother of Constantine, the first Christian Roman emperor.
St. Helen, you say? St. Helen.
Correct. The Persians are believed to have spared the church from destruction in 614 out of respect for a mosaic showing which biblical figures wearing Persian attire.
Could be the kings.
Yeah,
The Magi, yeah. The Magi.
The Magi is correct. Finally, 3 denominations of Christianity currently have custody of the church. Roman Catholic, Armenian Orthodox, and which other?
Either Coptic or Eastern Orthodox.
Yeah,
I would say Eastern
those were the 2.
Orthodox.
You reckon Eastern? OK, Eastern Orthodox.
It's Greek Orthodox. So we're going to take a music round now. For your music starter, you're going to hear an aria from an opera. For 10 points, name its composer.
St John's Malharek.
Puccini.
It is Puccini, yes, it's from Labourne, of course. And it was performed there by the Italian soprano Mirella Freni, who died in February 2020. For your music bonuses, you're going to hear Freni singing in 3 more operas. Name the composer of each, please. Firstly, here singing with Pavarotti.
I'm not sure.
Right, anybody heard this one before?
When I don't know, it's usually Verdi.
Yeah, it does. It kind of sounds a bit like that, so it could be.
Okay, so go with Verdi.
Okay, Verdi.
It is Verdi, it's from Aida. Secondly,
Mozart is in the Magic Flute, you think? Well, we don't actually need to say that, do we? Should I say that? We shouldn't say that.
What are you going to say?
Mozart, maybe?
What?
Mozart?
Yeah, say Mozart.
You think that? Okay, Mozart?
no, it's Tchaikovsky. That's the letter scene from Eugene Onegin. And finally,
This is Mozart.
Okay, Mozart.
that is Mozart. Yes, it's from Don Giovanni. Right, 10 points for this. In which Latin American country is Hoya de Seren, sometimes known as the Pompeii of the Americas, buried under a volcanic eruption in about AD 600? It is situated about 60 kilometres east of its country's border with Guatemala.
St John's Musgrove.
Belize?
No? Anyone want to buzz from Balliol?
Balliol O'Connor.
El Salvador.
El Salvador is correct. These bonuses are on rocks and minerals, also known as volcanic glass. Which black mineral can be fractured to produce a razor-sharp edge? Historically, this led to its widespread use in tool making.
Is this obsidian?
Yeah.
Obsidian. Obsidian.
Correct. The blackish sulfide mineral acanthite is a major ore of which precious metal?
So gold, silver, platinum.
Rhodium.
What counts as precious
Should I
metal?
give it platinum?
Yeah.
Platinum.
No, it's silver. What short name is given to the black or dark brown form of lignite coal that has traditionally been used in jewellery, especially for pieces associated with mourning?
That's jet.
Jet. Jet.
Jet is correct. 10 points for this. The hearth and the salamander, the sieve and the sand, and burning bright are the 3 parts of which dystopian novel, first published in 1953. It's based on an earlier novella entitled The Fireman.
St John's Willis.
Fahrenheit 451.
Correct. Your bonuses are on the novelist Jean Rhys. Rhys was born in 1890 on which island, situated between Martinique and Guadeloupe? It gained independence in 1978.
I want to say Barbados, but I'm not sure if that... Or,
Trinidad.
I don't think Trinidad is. I think Trinidad's down at the bottom of the chain.
If you think Barbados, go for
Shall
it.
we? Okay. Barbados?
No, it's Dominica.
Sorry.
Which English novelist was a major influence on Rhys? His works include the Parade's End tetralogy.
That's Ford Maddox Ford, isn't it?
Nominate Willis.
Ford Maddox Ford.
Correct. Finally, Rhys's best-known work, Wide Sargasso Sea, reconstructs the life of Antoinette Cosway, the first wife of which fictional character?
Mr. Rochester from Jane Eyre.
Nominate Mel Herrick.
Rochester from Jane Eyre.
From Jane Eyre is correct. 10 points for this. War is always proof of failure. Which leading head of state said that in 2003, shortly before the US-led coalition forces invaded Iraq? From 1995 to 2007, he was president of France.
Balliol O'Connor.
Jacques Chirac.
Jacques Chirac is correct. Your bonuses are on administrative département of France. What river appears in the names of départements whose capitals are Le Puy, Saint-Étienne and Nantes?
Right, Nantes.
North. So
Rhône-Loire.
Rhone.
Saône is on the names of some departments as well, isn't it?
Is that in the right area?
Yeah, I can't remember where Nantes is.
Northwest.
Is that the right area?
Yeah,
for
go
this?
Come on.
The Saône.
No, it's Loire.
Oh, it's Loire.
Haute-Loire, Loire, and Loire-Atlantique. Amiens is the capital of which département named after a river?
Okay.
Rhône.
Amiens, so that's north, isn't it?
Yeah.
So it could. This won't be. Is it
Garonne.
like? It could be Seine something.
Seine.
I don't know any names.
There's a few Seine departments. Yeah.
Seine. Just Seine.
Yeah.
Seine.
No, it's Somme. What river appears in the names of départements whose capitals are Nanterre, Bobigny, and Rouen?
This is the Garonne.
Is it? Is it?
The Garonne. I don't know what it is, but
It's not the right part of the country for the Garonne.
The,
Garonne.
the Rhône.
maybe this is the Seine.
Okay.
Okay. Seine.
This is the Seine, yes.
Great.
Well done. Right, we're going to take another picture round now. For your picture starter, you're going to see a painting. 10 points if you can name the artist.
St John's Malhaddock.
Miro.
It is Miro, yes. That was one of his painting poems, and for your picture bonuses, you're going to see 3 more 20th century artworks that make notable use of text. 5 points for each artist you can name. Firstly, a work of 1986.
Does anybody know this?
No.
It's rather not Roy Lichtenstein. It's too early for Banksy, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think so, yeah. It's clearly English language.
Could it be? No, I can't remember. I thought I had to, but no, I don't. Let's just
Better
get.
to pass, I think.
Sorry, pass.
That's Jean-Michel Basquiat, Jim Crow. Secondly, this conceptual artist. This photograph is one of a series from the 1990s.
Wasn't it an artist called Cindy something?
Cindy.
Like the one who
That does sound
wears
familiar,
many
yeah.
disguises? Wasn't it Cindy's surname? Maybe, I don't know.
What do you say, Rebecca?
Sherman. Cindy Sherman. Is
We
that
can
someone?
try it.
Cindy Sherman?
No, it's Gillian Waring. And finally, this work of 1962.
That's Roy Lichtenstein.
This is Liechtenstein and not Warhol.
It's not Warhol.
Okay, Roy Liechtenstein?
It is Roy Lichtenstein's his masterpiece. Right, 10 points for this. Part of a larger class known as cytokines, what group of proteins are named after their ability to obstruct the replication of viruses and are known by the abbreviation...
St John's Marrow.
Interferon.
Interferons is correct. Well done. St John's, these bonuses are on scientific symbols. In addition to fluorine, which of the 6 halogen elements has a single-letter symbol?
Iodine.
Iodine, yeah. Iodine?
Correct. Symbolised by capital I for India, what physical quantity has the kilogram metre squared as its SI unit?
Capital I.
Capital I, yeah. Kilogram metre squared. So that's weight being accelerated.
Is it momentum?
Yeah, could well be. Momentum?
It's the moment of inertia. And finally, what electrical quantity is symbolised with a capital I?
It's current.
Current.
Yes.
Yeah. Current.
Current is correct. 10 points for this. On which island is the Villa Guardamangia, which between 1949 and 1951 was home to Princess Elizabeth and the Duke of Edinburgh?
Balliol O'Connor.
Malta.
Malta is correct, yes. These bonuses could give you the lead back again. They're on flightless birds. Which flightless bird is the second largest living bird after the ostrich?
The emu.
The emu. The emu.
The emu is correct. From the Latin for raft, what term is used of birds such as the emu and the ostrich because their breastbone lacks a keel to which flight muscles would be attached?
Annoying, I don't know the Latin for raft.
Do you have any idea?
No.
Pass.
It's ratite. Which flightless bird of South America shares its name with the second largest moon of Saturn,
Rhea.
named after the
Yes,
consort
it
of
is.
Kronos?
Rhea.
Rhea is correct. 10 points for this. Also called mustard oil. The ally compound, known as AITC, is found in which green root used in Japanese cuisine and sometimes called...
Balliol Crowther.
Wasabi.
Wasabi is correct. You get 3 bonuses on heads of state, Balliol. Sultan Abdullah of Pahang was elected king of which country in January 2019 following the abdication of Mohammed V of Kelantan?
I think it's Malaysia.
Malaysia. That's
Yeah.
about right. Malaysia.
Correct. In May 2019, who initiated the Reiwa era when he succeeded his father Akihito to become the Emperor of Japan?
Oh no, I don't know his second. Is it begin with M?
With M.
N. I don't know.
Nakahito.
Yeah, just guess a name. It sounds plausible.
Nakahito.
No, it's Naruhito.
Oh.
Having acceded to the throne about 3 years earlier, Rama X underwent a 3-day coronation ceremony in May 2019. In which country?
Thailand? Yeah, I remember that having changed.
Thailand.
Thailand is correct. 10 points for this. I need you to spell your answer here. What four-letter name links the Chinese foreign minister during most of the 1950s with the ancient dynasty that saw the birth and death of Confucius?
Balliol O'Connor.
ZHOU.
Correct, yes. Right, your bonuses are on towns and villages. In each case, give the name from the description. All three end with the same suffix. Firstly, a market town in South Derbyshire, noted for its fine Norman church. It shares its name with an early Victorian Prime Minister.
Gladstone.
Melbourne. Gladstone.
Gladstone has
Peel.
a good suffix that you might get on other things.
Yeah.
Do you think Gladstone? It says early Victorian, though.
I don't know when Gladstone was.
Come on.
Yes.
Don't know.
Russell? No? Gladstone.
No, it's Melbourne. A village west of Chichester, secondly, in West Sussex. It is the site of a Roman palace excavated by the archaeologist Barry Cunliffe.
Sittingbourne.
Sittingbourne. Nominate Crowther.
Sittingbourne.
No, it's Fishbourne. And finally, a town at the southern edge of the Peak District. It is the southern terminus of the Tissington Trail.
Where's Eastbourne?
Eastbourne.
I don't know where it is.
Eastbourne's in East Sussex, isn't it?
And you've won the
Come on.
Bournes. Northbourne.
Raybourne.
No, it's Ashbourne. 10 points for this. Answer as soon as your name is called. How many atoms are there in one molecule of sodium bicarbonate?
St John's Malherick.
5.
No, anyone want to buzz from Balliol?
Balliol Schofield.
6.
6 is correct, yes. You just got in under the wire there. Well, congratulations to you, Balliol. I mean, it looked as if it could go either way until that closing last minute or so. Many congratulations to you, and many commiserations to you too, St John's, because you could have been the winners just as easily. I hope you can join us next time for another second-round match, but until then, it's goodbye from St John's College, Cambridge.
Goodbye.
It's goodbye from Balliol College, Oxford.
Goodbye.
And it's goodbye from me. Goodbye.